AskReddit by Patriots. What are some things the USA does right? National parks. The Roosevelt administration realized what a treasure of diverse geography we have in the USA and claimed these beautiful areas national parks. Truly a treasure. If national parks were proposed today, the idea would be shot down before it could even get off the ground. I can't believe no one has said this yet, but the Smithsonian's. We have a world-class, free network of museums that cater to anyone's interest. Edit. For those commenting about the location, yes, the majority of the flagship museums are located in DC. That said, there are Smithsonian affiliates, which may charge admission, in nearly every state, along with traveling exhibits. Affiliate locations. https://affiliations.si.edu/affiliate-directory/ Traveling exhibits. https://www.sites.si.edu/s/exhibitions. The Smithsonian's are incredible. The first one I went to was the Museum of Natural History and is a core memory for me. Preservation of large areas of wilderness while still making it very accessible for almost anyone to use and enjoy. USAF operates their survival school out of Colville National Forest in upstate Washington, and they're very strict about how we disposed of our MRE trash. On the last night we were there, the flight chief said if anyone threw MRE trash in the crapper, basically just a hole they dug and put some brush around to give privacy, they'd randomly pick someone and have them pick all the pieces of trash out of the hole. When we had fires at night, the instructors made sure to follow all the USFS regulations on having to dig up the ground to prevent embers from burning into the roots and spreading to surrounding trees. As a nature guy and a former firefighter, it was awesome to see all the instructors take such pride in preserving the land they are using. The National Weather Service. That's where all the rest of the USA weather channels get their information. https://www.weather.gov/. Enjoy all of the weather forecasts you could ever want without the constant ads and sensationalized media. Plus hourly charts that forecast temperature, humidity, wind speed and direction, and precipitation sorted by type for the next 2 days. Down to the resolution of your zip code and or nearest airport. Long hiking trails and wilderness areas. I hiked the Pacific Crest Trail this summer, and I agree wholeheartedly. Most folks who I met on the trail were international hikers, too. And a lot of them went through hell to secure a B2 visa this year just to come over and walk this 18-inch strip of dirt from Mexico to Canada. Deleted. This is true. I love that it's so difficult to mitigate wetlands, which are so essential to our ecosystem. Where I live in Ohio, you have to go through the Army Corps of Engineers if you want to mitigate anything over an acre. Anything under an acre still requires approval, but you can get a national permit. The Army Corps is notoriously slow and difficult to work with, and tokens to mitigate the wetlands cost $100,000 plus acre. I love that the process is so difficult and costly so that it conserves our wetlands. The public libraries. They are amazing. I'm a public librarian, and I really appreciate seeing this. Please tell your library how much they mean to you, and tell your local government. We are facing unprecedented challenges to books and free programs for the public. Local governments constantly want to cut our budgets, or restrict what we do because some Moms for Liberty group in another state didn't like a program we offer. A lot of us have received threats for doing what we do, and some of the things I've personally heard and witnessed, yeah. Edit. A word. It made my day to see how you guys feel about libraries, and you all rock. Except the person who was gloating about getting a librarian fired. Not you. American blues music. Thank fuck for the blues. National parks. This is a big one. Our national parks system is fantastic, and as a country we should be more proud of it than I think we really are. NASA. Had NASA's oversharing of scientific data. Gotta love all the free datasets from NASA's satellites. Allows people to openly criticize a sitting US president without fear of death or imprisonment. Russians. So what? We, too, can openly criticize a sitting US president without fear. The Americans with Disabilities Act. We don't have perfect inclusion of disabled people, but we're a lot better at it than lots of places. As a plaintiff side ADA attorney, the ADA is not only impressive for the subjects it specifically tackles, but for how broadly it protects disabled individuals. I might be biased, but there does not exist a stronger piece of legislation protecting rights. Disability access. The ADA quietly makes millions of American lives better every day, with very little fanfare. It is something every American should be damn proud of, yet few realize the extent of its power and influence. Freedom of Information Act. A clear way you can ask the government for information and records. Love this one. My mother happened to work for a serial killer decades ago, not with the killing. He owned several local businesses. She worked at one, and she knew him and his family well. She watches any new documentaries that come out about him. She likes true crime stuff, and this was a bit personal. So a few years ago I put in a FOIA request with the FBI, since I knew they had investigated him. It took them a little over 3 weeks, but I got a reply back with 3 PDFs with all of their files on him. Crime scene photos, investigation notes, interdepartment communications, newspaper clippings, etc. It was extremely interesting, and made me realize how awesome FOIA is. For an average person to be able to just fill out a form with a federal agency, like the FBI, and get a reply back with their files. Crazy. Free refills and free toilets. They actually complement each other. Free public toilets. I never knew pay toilets existed until I left the US. Don't forget it, an activist group fought hard for this. It'll go away if it's not protected. https://em.wikipediaorg/wiki/committee_to_pay_toilets_in_America. Preservation of historical landmarks and natural wonders. While there are people who do ruin these areas, most will shun these people. Rangers are usually notified, and you can be permanently banned from all national parks if you damage anything or violate any rules or regulations. They are always amazing to be at as a result. Brisket. First thing I order at literally any new BBQ joint I try. If they can't offer a good brisket, then that shit ain't for me. As an Irish person, who are famed for our friendliness, I am still very struck by your service skills in the US. I know some find it overbearing, but can I help you today? Anything else, sir, etc. is better than sitting there being ignored. So, you are the best at service, retail, restaurant, etc. I can't help wonder what you think when you go to the likes of Paris. Customer service like that is so common here that there's parody restaurants where the gag is the staff is openly rude to you for laughs. Makes me kind of jealous honestly, because I wish I could speak my mind with my clients and not get fired for it. Public domain, and the concept of fair use of intellectual property. A lot of countries don't recognize fair use, like Japan. It's part of why Nintendo is so litigious. Fuck Disney, though. No smoking in most buildings. Smoking as a whole, the US anti-smoking movement is a fairly big success story. Free water at restaurants. Free most places so long as you ask for tap water. Postal service. This. And X200B. Knock them all you want. but the US Postal Service is simply amazing for what they do. Unfortunately, it's become politicized, and the current Postmaster General is hell-bent on destroying a century-plus-year-old institution, but it's still going strong. TV and music. As a European, 99% of the music and TV I watch was made in America. Roller coasters. We have the tallest one and most of the top 10 fastest ones. Screw you UAE for taking our speed record by 21 miles per hour. We'll get it back from UAE. I have confidence. Cedar Fair, the company that owns Cedar Point, Kings Island and many other amusement parks, will pull it off. It's in their DNA and a badge of honor for them. Space program. Air conditioning. There was a Top Gear with Clarkson, Hammond, and May where they all drove 80s cars and only one of their cars had working AC, a Cadillac, and one of them joked Americans take an air conditioning unit and build a car around it. Barbecue. Especially the guy in front of his house with a plastic folding table full of stuff covered in foil, and a handwritten sign. Do not pass that guy up. Diner food. Especially breakfast. It's unique in its simplicity, ubiquity, mostly good quality, and the comprehensive range of items. You can walk into a diner in any town in America, any time of the day or night and get presented with the same 5-10 pages of menu options you'd see anywhere else. No matter what you were hankering for, it's on the menu and you'll be eating within 10 minutes of ordering. It's a good quality, predictable, satisfying and cheap meal you can find anywhere. The epitome of comfort food. The romanticism in this diner culture description is perfection. Legit made me smile. Deleted.